In the world of politics right now, the leader of the Ghana People's Partnership, Peter Ramsaroop, who is a part of the ongoing talks with the main and other opposition parties about a large coalition to head into the upcoming polls, believes if the parties cannot come up to an agreement by the end of this month, then it will be best for them to all go their separate ways and head into the elections on their own.
If the joint opposition is serious, they've got to step up the game and step up the approach. And the opposition had 20 years to work out a lot of their issues. And I don't believe as a joint opposition, we have done a very good job at presenting to the nation alternatives. And that's why, again, we're focusing on some alternative plans that the people of our nation needs to get together and work with each other to make that difference.
Ramsaroop, whose constituency is unknown, once campaigned under the PNC's umbrella before switching over to the AFC and eventually heading out on his own and the People's Partnership. He is prepared to head into the elections on his own. He said he wants to ensure that Donald Ramsaroop does not make it into government.
We all believe that the PPP cannot be the next government. We all believe that passionately. And we all believe in the economic changes in our nation. There's not a lot of difference in our opinions and policies on economic reform and social transformation. So the issue now is on the leadership. I've put my name in a hat as a potential candidate for the consensus candidate for the joint opposition. I know Granger, Brigadier General Granger is the PNC candidate, and I'm not sure who else is willing to do the job. But the fact is, those are the decisions got to be made within the next 2 weeks. And barring those decisions, we've got to be ready for a campaign against Donald Ramsaroop, who we cannot afford to be the next president of our country.
And though he's in talks with the main opposition, PNC Reform, Ramsaroop does not hide his thoughts about the PNC's chances at the upcoming elections.
Well, I'd be very blunt. I'm working with the PNC and I was part of the PNC Reform. The PNC has never won an election in their life. The fact is, whether they have the largest block of constituency, they've got to decide if they want to win an election. And they need to be able to broaden the team. They need to be able to look outside of the PNC ranks. If they go alone, they cannot win an election alone. None of us may be able to, but we've got to present a comprehensive plan to the nation. So the constituency in this case doesn't matter.
And he's not excited either by the PPP's choice in its presidential candidate.
Mr. Ramsaroop is out of touch, and I think that his economic policies of the past, his communist ideology, and his failure to do anything in the last 2 decades as the General Secretary of the PPP will tell the tale as we go into the election mode.
Elections in Guyana are expected to take place just after the month of August. Reports indicate that the president could be looking at a date in September or October. And